It totally just cut off, but it's all good. It's the beauty of life. We can just restart, right? Aye. This thing's like, nope. Nope. We're not doing that. Okay, hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Angel, and higher learning, spirituality. I'm just sharing what I'm learning because I've been on this journey by myself. And for those who don't have family, welcome to a new one. Growing it each day. So, mimicking octopus. A mimicking octopus. Octopus is showing up quite a few times. One, there's a study done on the DNA, and their researchers have discovered that it did not originate from our planet. Yeah, brought in. It's actually and it's really crazy because when you watch TV shows and anime TV shows, there's actually ones that identify and speak of it being an alien race that came down here that was able to escape or came here to live in the oceans to have a chance to survive. So but then it goes hand in hand and even showed up in my son's cartoon of excuse me, a show called The Fixies, which is really funny and cool. But a mimicking octopus, like it went in and then it showed like its tentacles and it pretended to be an eel. And then this morning on my tablet, it showed up as an octopus, the mimic, and they were getting the octopus like shifting and becoming the seaweed and chameleon-like transformation into the sand. So it changes to its surroundings, basically. And I don't know if this is somebody you're dealing with that's able to change and adapt and blend into their surroundings, or this is you. And I feel like it can go either way, and it's not negative, not positive. I'm just pointing it out because it's popped up quite a few times for me. So let's see what wants to come out with that in mind. This Band-Aid is really hurting my card shuffling function. Also, I have white flowers, embolic. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Embolic. This is an offering and a tribulation to Saint Bridget, and also the pagan festival, which is starting tonight and goes into tomorrow. I am celebrating. I had my spiritual awakening this time last year, and I felt it was my obligation to honor. I'm going to set out some milk, some honey, candles. I have white flowers, and just paying homage, I guess. Somebody should be grateful. We have the 5 of Cups. Someone needs to show appreciation for the things that they do have. Maybe you've lost someone, something, or a place, and you're kind of dwelling in that too much because that's the situation that's popping up. You could be a water sign or a Scorpio, or you're having trouble with your throat chakra, to maybe talk this out. Remember, when you can speak about this to somebody or even to yourself, your inner self, it doesn't matter. It's getting it up and out. It's better than keeping it in. You want to get things up and out. You don't want to push it back or hold it in. Supporting, I'm going to take it's usually a challenge or supporting factor, but this seems like a supporting factor. Total love and support, inner happiness, dreams coming true. We have the 10 of Cups here. So either something is coming to an end, or the supporting factor is that you had to leave something, but you're going to gain a lot more. A lot more. I feel like I'm talking too loud. This earpiece in my ear is like making me... Sorry guys, I'm in like a super goofy mood. We have the Five of Swords coming out as what you need to be focusing on. Oh, okay, Spirit. Abusive relationship. Yeah, prepare yourself for disappointment over how you how your fellow humans are setting their priorities. Okay, try not to be too quick to anger or jump to conclusions. Yeah, so your challenge is you're being asked to learn how to sidestep confrontation and evoke a more evolved response from people. At the very least, be assertive about setting boundaries for yourself. Remember, no is a full sentence. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. The divine knows your heart. The universe knows your heart. Knows your intentions. You do not have to explain yourself to a single person. Setting your if you set boundary and they're like, oh, why? Just because that's my boundary. That's what I'm comfortable with. And if they have a problem, they keep pushing it. That is a clear indication that that pessimistic narcissist needs to get out of your life. You don't need to be around those people. You've evolved. This is gonna sound kind of bad, but they're below you. Straight up. You win. Oh, kissy kissy. Can I get the recent past? Recent past. Okay. This is going hand in hand with the Five of Cups. You have the Chariot in the recent past. So what I'm getting is that you left. You've left and people are questioning you. So you left a situation that left you disappointed, feeling like a failure. But what that was an end of a chapter. The universe needed to get you out so they can give you something much better. And now with this Five of Swords on what you should be focused on, setting clear boundaries. That way in your new environment and your new situation with the new people that you're around, being an empath, I know this can be hard at first, but when you find out the power in it, it's amazing. If you felt like you didn't have control in your life and people walked all over you, this is going to change that. People, you might even be shocked with your own self and how amazing it feels to be like, if I say yes to you, I'm saying no to myself. And I've learned that lesson, so I'm not doing that again. So I'll say yes to me and say no to you, because I need to take care of my priorities, my responsibilities, and what I'm being called to do at this time. And again, if they take that personally, if their feelings get hurt, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. You've set a clear boundary. There's no need to be harsh or rude. Just say it gracefully. Like, no. And if they get upset, that's on them. If they try to put emotion on you, then you'll be able to recognize that energy that they're trying to put on you. So your focus right now is releasing worry. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you're contributing to your healing process by releasing all worry. And that's a good focus to have. Setting those boundaries and making things clear so people know where you stand. Again, you're going to get respect instead of, oh, that girl, that man, that woman, anything I ask, they're going to say yes because they're a people pleaser. And that's what but not anymore. That's not who you are anymore. You just left that kind of situation with the Chariot here. Someone who is trying to control you. Near future, you have the Star. This is a very good omen. Faith, purpose, calm, spiritual fortune. Rededicate yourself to your higher values. Increase your spiritual cultivation and meditation practice and surrender to the greater good. Now is a period for quiet contemplation. Listen to your inner voice. Anything that would interfere with this communion may not be serving your best interest right now. So, setting up clear boundaries, releasing this worry is going to make you more whole, healed, connected with the divine. And I'm going to tell you what, I'd rather be best friends with the divine than anybody else I've met on this planet Earth, just so you know, being honest. Your energy, 8 of Wands, you're manifesting quickly. Yeah, these changes were fast. You're learning all you can from these past experiences and taking note of what worked before and what didn't. It can be uncomfortable, it can be hard, but it's not impossible. And once you take that first step, setting those boundaries and having this is what I'm doing, this is my focus, this is where my energy is flowing because this is where my attention is going. Wow. Go you. Even if you had to leave it all behind, you know you could start all over amongst total strangers and succeed once again. But these strangers need to know your boundaries. You need to know your boundaries. Again, I'm starting to talk loud. What is up with that? Archangels. What's the environment that they're in? What's this environment that they're now currently in? Driven to succeed. Okay, so Knight of Swords. Your environment is helping you feel like ambitious, action oriented. But also you might be feeling like you need to defend your beliefs. If you feel that way, you need to ask yourself why. It could be there could be a reason why. But make sure you're clear on why. But remain open to conflicting ideas. Instead of surrounding yourself exclusively with people who agree with you. Practice your negotiation skills. Yeah, practice your negotiation skills so you will be able to shape the challenges that arise. Okay, your warning is an affirmation. Is to remember to give yourself plenty of self-love. You might be fearing some kind of commitment. Detachment. You're being asked to be able to detach from an outcome. With this 10 of Cups in your supporting / challenge. Be obedient to your higher self and to yourself. Ask yourself what you need. What your mind, body, soul, spirit needs to feel fully optimized today. Put your hand on your heart. There's a reason why they do the Pledge of Allegiance, the hand over the heart. please do it. And ask your mind, body, soul, spirit what it needs to feel fully optimized today and every day. 9 of Cups at the bottom. Oh, what's that? Outcome, Holy Spirit. What are we at? 15:24 already? I'm not taking that. What is the outcome? It was the 9 of Cups that came out. Showing lots of gratitude and wishes coming true. And this is your justice because you spoke the truth. Of justice and the King of Swords. Because you have mental clarity on the cause and effect. Taking accountability. Open yourself to circumstances around you. Allow yourself to be attracted to what feels supportive. Avoid what feels harsh, critical, and judgmental. If this requires that you change your style, so be it. The results of being intuitive are generally far superior to the results of being emotionally guarded and overly rational. Analytical mind. I'm telling you what. We need to lean into our right brain thinking. This is our divine feminine. It's really being activated and engaged right now in many people because we've been a left brain dominant, divine masculine dominant society for so long. But you're releasing pain. We have 3 of Swords in reverse. You're forgiving. You're learning that these are lessons that needed to be learned because you would have never learned to set boundaries and have so much confidence in yourself. And you're manifesting really fast. Make sure you're journaling. Journaling. Even try the 3-6-9 or the knot method by Neville Goddard. There's a lot. I mean, just starting to write. Just start. You gotta start somewhere, so just do it. I want to pull something on who you're setting boundaries with. And I'm gonna get archetypes. Archangels, can I get something on this 5 of Swords? Setting boundaries, being like who's around, because we get the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So what you're supposed to be focusing on in your environment. You might feel like you have to do like really fast thinking, but slowing down, you know, slow and steady wins the race. I mean, for me, I'd rather be the Knight of Pentacles because it's like all of them rolled into one. Because it takes all the other suits, the 3 suits, to create the pentacle, the 3D manifestation. Okay, let me get one for the 5 of Swords / Knight of Swords. Who are they needing to set boundaries up against? This Band-Aid is just not helping in this circumstance. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Defender. Okay, so with this Defender card and the shield, with the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, so if you look, there's just a lot of swords. People holding a lot of swords. Like, feeling like you're under attack. I feel like this is a test. This is a test to see how you're going to conduct yourself in the face of adversity. Or in the face of, you know, somebody battling with their demons or whatever this is. I really hope you can remind yourself that it's not you. Don't repeat this to them. But it's not you. It's them. So don't take it personally. It's one of the 4 agreements by Dawn. Don't take anything personally. Yeah, be very versatile and supportive. You know, maybe you'll be able to see if this person comes at you, you might actually see what the problem is, because usually their subconscious leaks through and they say something that identifies the problem. At least for people, light workers, or people really in touch with their intuition and their higher selves, that's usually the case. This could be somebody who has a deep sense of responsibility that you're dealing with. But this could also be somebody that's observing you, because it has observant in there. Observant and versatile. Okay, this is what I'm getting. If you haven't heard of a cluster B personality, go look it up. It's kind of like bipolar, or almost like a manic depressant, but somebody that's like hot and cold. Like, you never know if they're going to try to put energy out on you or leaking out energy, and they're just like, eh. Like, instead of just being like, hey, you know, I'm dealing with something right now, I'm going, they'll just like project, like make you feel, nobody can make you feel anything, but you know what I mean, the energy, you can sense and feel the energy. And these types of people are a ticking time bomb. You don't know how they're going to react and how they're going to be dealing with this kind of emotion. Most likely they'll be projecting it onto you. So let's get a shadow card for some guidance, or just an affirmation that's really going to help you. And I think it's really funny that on the Knight of Swords, it's literally a knight with a sword. Yeah, this person has fears. I am willing to explore the depths of my soul and confront my fears. So when you confront your fears, you're able to see this fear in others, but it's not always the best to share that with them. It might be best to sit on it and find the best wording, unless you have that gut intuition that's pushing you to say something. Then say it, don't hold it in, because that's your guides and your higher self saying, like, this needs to be done. Band-Aid needs to be ripped off. They need to be aware of how they're acting, because they're not aware of what their subconscious is actually pulling out of them. When you're not aware, conscious of your subconscious behaviors, then you can't work on them. Like, when you bring them to the light, when you're consciously aware of it, you're able to work on it and be like, oh wow, they're right. I didn't know I was doing that. That's how I've always been, at least. I mean, strangers have told me more about myself than my own family. That's why I've always liked to go out in the world, because it might have hurt, but it probably would have affected me differently if my family had told me, but they never loved me enough to tell me. So, but I'm okay with that. I know who I am, and I know where I stand in their eyes, and I've healed. Let it go. I am resilient and capable of overcoming any challenges that arise during my shadow work. So this is a challenge. Maybe this person's doing shadow work, and this is something that's popping up, and you're just being asked to be humble and graceful and handle the situation with grace, with loving, compassionate grace, because you're the star. This is a good omen. You're going to get through this, and you're going to be so happy you did, because all this time you're not going to be the people pleaser. Your time is going to be back in your lap, is what I want to say. I don't know why. But anyway, I hope that gave somebody some confirmation, clarification on something that is coming in, or that you're dealing with, about to deal with. You're going to get everything you ask for. So just setting the boundaries and being compassionate, graceful, and letting people know around you in this new environment that you're in, so that way you have your 10 of cups and your 9 of cups. So, all right, guys. Peace.